Hello, welcome to this 10-minute energy booster. This one we are going AMRAP, as many repetitions as possible in the allotted time period, which is 30 seconds per move. I've got a list of moves for us to get through here, okay? So we've got 30 seconds move. We're going to take a 15-second breather between each one. It's going to take 10 minutes or so to get through, so this will be really good if you're feeling a little bit flat, you need that little bit of a kick to get you going again, or if you haven't got much time to fit a workout in, because this is really going to get that heart rate pumping and get you breathing hard, as you'll find as I talk you through it, okay? So first and foremost, we're going to do a quick warm-up for it, but some of the moves as well we can use as a little bit of a warm-up. So make sure that you are nice and warm for this one. Go through your range of motion as well. Don't push it, don't go smashing into it straight away, yeah? Take it easy just to start off with. Grab yourself a mat, because we are going to end up down on the mat a little bit as well, and not necessary, but can be there, yeah? And if needed, pause during our work periods, sub in a slightly easier exercise if needed. I'll give you some options as we go along. Don't necessarily copy exactly what I am doing. We're going as many repetitions as possible of our moves. We're going to start with our warm-up. So we're going to start with some shoulder rolls. We're going to stand nice and tall. We're going to start driving our shoulder blades back and down. We're going to go sort of 5 or 6 reps here. Start adding the arms in, nice big circles. Get that core engaged. Think you ring through your tummy button into this lower back, just kind of keeping that tight, getting those hips going. And then we're going to go different directions with the arms, so opposite directions. Just do 3 or 4 in each direction. Boom, let's change directions. Nice and easy. Arms, shoulder blades, all ready for action. When we come down onto the mat, I just want to open up through the hips a little bit. So we're going to stack up knees, hips and shoulders. We're going to squeeze through the glute. I'm just going to gently push, opening up through the hip flexors here. Just do 3 or 4 reps, absolutely fine and dandy, because like I say, we want to get into the workout quite quickly. We're going to swap sides, knee, hip and shoulder stacked up on top of each other, because our first move is going to be squats. We're going to do that for 30 seconds, so we can be using our squat as a little bit of a warm-up as well, but hopefully they're starting to breathe fractionally harder, feeling a little bit warmer, and we've got the main bits, shoulder blades mainly, upper back and our hips opened up. So squats, we are going 30 seconds on and a 15-second breather, okay? So we're going to take our feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. We're going to stand nice and tall, and in 3, 2, 1, we're going to hit our squats. Now you go through your range of motion, okay? I'm already quite warmed up, so I'm getting nice and low on them, but if you want to, you can just do little ones to start off with. Absolutely acceptable. And then as you get in amongst it, start making those that little bit deeper, that little bit harder. And then if you're feeling really energetic, you can start to increase the speed, because like I said, this is all about AMRAP, as many repetitions as possible. You can count mine, because I ain't counting them. 2 and 1. We're going to take 15 seconds there. We're going to come down onto the mat. We're going to go into a press up plus, okay? So we've got 5 seconds before we get into this one. So adopt your press up position. Can be off the knees, can be off the feet, doesn't really matter. We're going to drop ourselves down, boom, push tall. 30 seconds of press ups. Now you might be thinking, no way I'm going to do 30 seconds of press ups. That's absolutely fine and dandy. You can do them off the knees, doesn't matter. You can do a couple off the knees, we're about halfway there. And then if you're feeling good, you're like, oh, actually, I'll come back into those press ups off my feet. I've got about 5 seconds left. Keep that core tight. 2 and 1. Push. That's it. We've got a 15-second breather. We're going to go into dead bugs next. So we're going to be lying flat on our back. And we're going to do all our repetitions on one leg, breather, all our repetitions on the other side. So in 2, 1, we're going to pull our tummy down at the floor, support yourself through the hand, and take arm and leg. And what I want you to do with these is breathe out, and breathe in, and breathe out, and breathe in. So this hand's just supporting my head, core engaged, lower back engaged with the floor. I can't quite see my phone anymore, that was an error. Got about 5 seconds left. Breathe out, and in, out. We'll do one more. So push through it. Cool. Relax there. 15 seconds. We're going to swap onto the other side. So I like to do this is literally swap my hands over, because otherwise I get confused about what's going on. Start with knees up, arms up, lower back engaged with the floor, and in 2, 1, let's go. Push that foot away, breathe out, and in, push the foot away, breathe out, and in, and just keep going. Remember, you got your speed. Take a breather if you need to. You don't need to go through full range of motion. You can do little ones. Yeah, you can just do the arms, just do the legs, whatever you fancy. You've got about 5 seconds. And 2. And let's go for one more. Whew. Excellent. We've got 15 seconds. A little bit of a breather. I'm afraid we've got to get back on our feet during that time as well. That's part of the workout too. We're going lunges next. So we're going to go static lunge if you fancy. In 5, 4, 3. So take the feet nice and wide. And 1, and we'll drop down into it. Okay. So 30 seconds of lunges on one side. Okay. Now if this feels nice and easy, we can start stepping in and out. Okay. If it feels too hard, just step back. Boom. That's fine as well, yeah? If you want to get really crazy with it, we can start doing step throughs. But let's just work on static lunges. So we go 2 and 1. Cool, we've got 15 seconds breather. We're going to swap sides, yeah? So exactly the same again. Set yourself up, nice and wide ideally. That way on. Set yourself up nice and wide. Yeah, and 2 and 1. We're going to drop ourselves down. Like I say, you go through your range of motion. If that's little ones, that's fine. That's knee almost to the floor. That's fine as well. That's about halfway there, guys. You see, I'm already breathing quite hard with this one. I've got about 5 seconds left. If you want to, let's make them out a little bit harder. Step in and out. 2, 1 more. Cool. Okay, 15 seconds. We're back down on the floor. Okay, now we want to get into the top of a press-up position. We're going to do renegade rows. So literally we're going to take the hands to the same shoulder. Okay, so top of a press-up position, core engaged, shoulder blades engaged. Okay, and all you're doing here, hands to shoulders. 30 seconds now. You can go nice and slow, nice and easy. You can take nice and fast. Boom. Yeah, really start stepping it up. Gonna make it harder. Bring those feet closer together. Get the core engaged. Make it easier. Set those feet further apart. We've got 2, 1. Nearly done. Back up on our feet. Sorry. Not really sorry. 3 up and down is part of it. Single leg deadlifts. So we're going to stand nice and tall. We're going to push our hips back. I'm going to take a leg with us, okay? So push the hips back, take a leg. So you end up standing on one leg. Now you want to make this a little bit easier. Just push the foot back, take the hips with it. Yeah, so this leg's acting as a kickstand. Yeah, if you want to go the full shebang, boom, trying to get this back leg horizontal with the floor. Got about 5 seconds left. So you go through your range of motion. We'll do one more. We've got 15 seconds. I'm going to swap onto the opposite leg. In. 15 seconds is never long enough by this stage. In 3, 2, 1. So opposite leg, push the hips back. So you can just go through a small range of motion. If you fancy it, entirely up to you. You can leave this back leg on the floor. That's nice and easy. Yeah, or if you really want to challenge yourself, let's see if we can get that back leg horizontal whilst you maintain your balance, he says. Falling over. We can always reset on each one. I've got 3, 2, 1. I'm going to finish up back on the floor. I'm going to go with some side pulses. So we've got a couple of options with this one. Off the knees is the easy one. We want elbow, under shoulder, shoulders back and down. All we're going to do here is lift up, drop back down, lift up, drop back down, okay? If you want to make it harder for yourself, absolutely not a problem. Just straighten those feet out, make sure they're stacked. This is about halfway through. Push tall, back down. We've got about 10 seconds left. If you want to make it harder again, feel free. Next time around, I'm going to go full star, but make sure hip comes back down on each one. 15 seconds breather. I need it by now, crikey. Swap sides. 5 seconds, elbow, under shoulder, off the knees if you want to. 2, 1, pulse up, down, up, down. You want to make it harder? Let's go off those feet, yeah? This is where we'd like you to be. This is the kind of intermediate, if you like. This is 10 seconds in, 15. If you really want to challenge yourself, got about 15 seconds left. If you want to go full starfish, let's go for it. But touch the hip, touch the hip, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Woo. Nice work, people. That's it. Session done. We want to finish up. Couple of little stretches back where we started. Knee, hip, shoulder. But this time, rather than easing in and out, I want us to find that end range and just hang out here. Feel this stretch going on through the groin. Breathe it out and focus on getting that breathing back under control as you hang out here. 5 breaths, 6 breaths, something like that. I'm going to swap sides, swap legs, so knee, hip, shoulder, stacked up, push the hips gently forwards, give the glutes a little squeeze, breathe it out. 5 big breaths, really focus on that out breath. 5 or 6 big breaths, yeah, get that end range of motion, stretch it out. Now we'll come back to our feet. To finish off, we're just going to take our shoulders just back a couple of times, and then what I want you to do is to rest those hands onto the hips. We will squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. We will push the elbows towards each other, and again, breathe here. Make sure that we are stood nice and tall. 5 breaths, 10 breaths, as many as you see fit. Bring the breathing back under control. Heart rate back under control. Stretch it out across the chest and relax. Well done, guys. Excellent session. Hopefully you enjoyed that. We will catch you for the next one.